ladies and gentlemen, thank you to Asteroid Fight Club, Robert, Barbara, and the Wizard of Oz. THORnews is now only $1,111 away from hitting my December THORnews fundraiser goal. So, if you'd like to contribute to keep THORnews up and running, giving you excellent information you could use, I would appreciate a contribution. Okay, thank you. We've got two main stories today in the crypto sphere. Number one being two major Chinese property firms have officially defaulted on $1.6 billion worth of bonds to overseas creditors, Fitch rating agency said Thursday, as contagion spreads within the country's debt-ridden real estate sector. That's right. We're talking about the Evergrande $300 billion real estate default. And super duper awesome Tracy Alloway is talking about what the heck is a reverse repo note and what happened to all the tethers. Remember, tethers are the stable coins that back up most cryptocurrencies so you can trade them in a liquid fashion. But as it turns out, it looks like only 4 to 6% of all tethers may be backed by actual dollars, and the other 94% are backed by God knows what. A lot of people have guessed Chinese commercial paper. And then the question there is, how much is Chinese commercial paper worth? And so you see Tether submitted their latest breakdown of what makes up their backstopping of dollars. And they've got $30 billion worth of commercial paper. Nobody knows who has the commercial paper. I have a video out on Tether that was edited where all the people are like, nobody knows what the commercial paper is. So that's $30 billion worth where nobody knows what it is. They've got actual dollars of $6 billion worth, and then they've got $1 billion worth of reverse repo notes, and then $15 billion worth of treasury bills. And then you got $2.5 billion worth of secured loans. And so at least half, and if or when the governments crack down and start to regulate crypto in any way, I think Tether's going to get its ass kicked. And so, like I've said before, I think cryptocurrency is here to stay. I think governments are going to step in and regulate it. I do think a lot of people are going to lose their ass. And I do think a lot of middlemen may be going to jail or worse. But yeah, Evergrande is now rated restricted default by Fitch. And so, if you remember with Lehman Brothers and Bear Stearns, it takes a while for big defaults to fan out and contage into the entire economic system. And so nobody knows exactly what's going to happen. Nobody knows exactly how it's going to affect everything. This by Isabella M. Weber. This slogan of basically the forest being about to catch fire. And there were also big companies that were basically let go, even state-owned companies that were also active in the real estate sector. So I think that to some degree, we see something very similar happening where there is a sense that the situation of the real estate sector has become exceedingly dangerous. And as many people have been saying for a long time, there's an attempt of basically letting go of Evergrande before the entire whole forest catches fire. Of course, fanning the flames of financial stress without burning down the whole forest is easier said than done. China faces a balancing act as it attempts to weed out weaker real estate developers and reduce leverage in the overall system without toppling the whole economic edifice. But already there are signs that it's calibrating policy, for instance by cutting the reserve requirement ratio and signaling that it may ease some property curbs. So, there, you got super duper crazy days ahead. And let's get into the more mythological stuff if you can. Here back in May 13th, or May 8th, I was saying that Jupiter was about to enter Pisces, leaving Saturn all alone with Aquarius. And so Saturn was going to kind of kick the shit out of cryptocurrencies from May 13th through July 28th. And when I said this, Bitcoin was at 58,000 and Dogecoin was at 72 cents. And then, of course, all right, leading up to May, here's 58, the day after I made the post. This is Bitcoin, 58. And then this is Jupiter ending Pisces. Whee! Bam, bam, bam. Jupiter ending Pisces. And then remember when I said around the 28th, it would start to go up. You get Bitcoin heading back up as Jupiter re-entered Aquarius. And then I said when Jupiter entered Aquarius, it would just go nuts again until Jupiter re-entered Pisces. So I pretty much timed it out perfectly, especially Dogecoin. I said sell 5 minutes before Elon goes on SNL. And this is all due to the fact that the only people in our solar system that can put Saturn in its place are the Sun, God, and Jupiter. And so when Jupiter enters Pisces, Aquarius, which was like technology, loses all of its special magic power-ups and has to deal all alone with Saturn. And so Saturn is like governments, regulations, rules, order. And so I've been saying Jupiter enters Pisces on the 28th. And so December would be a very rough month for Bitcoin and crypto. And at the end of November, or in the middle of November, it got up to like 68,000. And then at the start of December, it dropped down into 47. And remember when it got down here, when Jupiter was in Pisces, it got to 29,000. I recommended everybody sell and get out until like 2022. And when it was at 63,000, y'all would have missed the 5,000 build up to 68, but it's definitely better than 47. Anywho, I think we will see the actual crash around December 19th because you got Venus conjuncting Pluto on the 11th and then on Christmas, but in between, Venus goes retrograde, and Venus represents wealth. Weirdly enough, so does Pluto. So it's going to be a very, very, very interesting December, and we could see some major perturbations in not only crypto, but the entire markets, stock markets and everything else. And then you had India talk about totally cracking down on crypto. You had Putin saying negative things about crypto. America has not revealed its hand yet of how the new administration is going to deal with it, although they did have some executives in to discuss stable coins. And so no matter what, it has already been a very interesting December. I'm pretty sure it's going to continue to be a very interesting December. And so when Jupiter enters Pisces, which will happen on the 28th, which is 19 days away, but we see that like crypto gets affected about a week or so before that. Remember, Jupiter's going to enter Pisces, and then it's just going to keep on trucking into Aries. So it's not going back into Aquarius for 11 more years. And so that means Saturn will be alone with Aquarius till the middle of 2023. And so I think crypto is going to continue to go down and could get into the mid-20s, possibly even lower a little bit. And it's going to stay down until about the middle of 2023, in my opinion. Because remember, crypto stayed within a like $18,000, $20,000 range, or technically $4,000 or $10,000 until the election. And once Trump lost and Biden won, Elon Musk tweeted out, time for plan B. And then crypto shot up from like 10,000 to 60,000. And so, shit has definitely been super duper absolutely weird as far as monetary goes. And then you got Saylor coming out saying that Bitcoin is a apex predator that will destroy other fiat currencies. And so it's just been a weird deal. And this has all kind of happened during a pandemic. So this has been a fascinating story to me as Planetary Defense Commander. It will continue to be fascinating. And I thought I would just give you guys an update. So here it is. Here is your update. So yeah, I think we'll see around my birthday, which is the 19th, major shit go down. Remember, Tether's bad news, dude. Like, it would appear that at least half, or $30 billion worth of tethers are backed by Chinese commercial paper, which could be virtually worthless. So you could see a major reduction, and that's remember, crypto's also adding to overall inflation, while then saying, you need to buy crypto because it protects you from inflation. So we're just in crazy days indeed, my friends. So I'm just letting everybody know the next 3 months are definitely going to get super duper weird on almost every level, I would guess. So stay cool, hang in there, and we will see what happens next together. And I keep my absolute independent, sometimes super stubborn voice because you guys pay my salary every month through my fundraisers. That way I could do my best to give you guys the absolute truth without having to shill some bullshit so you guys can get rug pulled on. So if you'd like to contribute for the excellent job I've been doing for 9 years, or just all of this year, because the last 2 years have been so rough on all of us, you can make a contribution to, I got a mailbox, a PayPal, a Venmo, a Cash App, a Patron. And technically, you can be the first crypto investor in 2020 or 2021 to say, hey, thanks, Thor, and send me a contribution. I don't know, I guess they haven't liked me much since 2020. That's fine. I love all y'all. As your Planetary Defense Commander, I do my best to, represent every single human being, rich or poor. That's just how it is. But thank you again. I've only got $1,111 left to raise. I got a PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, Patron, mailbox. But thank you again, Asteroid Fight Club. You guys have been absolutely incredible. What a wild, wild ride it has been since, 2012, December 21st, 2021, or 2012, yeah. But thank you again to Robert, to Barbara, to Wizard of Oz, to JJ, to the Goods, to the Texas Angel, to Mist, to Andrea, to Alexis, to Max, to Lauren, to Richard, to Glenda, to Arnica, to Lightsoul, to Dan, to Marlita, to Brian, to Ann, to KJ, and everybody out there who is cool helping us keep it together. God bless everyone. Talk to y'all soon. Stay cool.